Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you are following us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
Give us a 5-star rating. It massively helps us out. Enjoy.
So what was it like, like coaching non-league, like as in the players, like because obviously there's not pro, some of them are earning a little bit of money. What's it like to like look after those egos?
It's frustrating. To be honest with you, everybody expects you to be on it full time, and people at that time I was running a hotel as well, and which was like 24/7, but everybody expected you. Yes, you've got to be on that constantly. You don't get paid enough to do that for one, and for two, it is only part time. I mean, what I found frustrating when I was first managing, I was managing Crowborough. That was my first.
Yeah, I played against Crowborough.
Yeah, did you? Yeah,
quite a lot. Yeah,
yeah. That was my first manager's job, and in 5 years, I managed to get them up 3 leagues into Ryman football. So that was my first job there, and you got respect from the players. People they called you gaffer or boss, and you got respect, and there was no disrespect at all from anybody. But just when I went through the years, it used to get worse and worse and worse. So you wanted to get a player in for training, coming in for like a trial because you've heard about him and everything else, and so you bring them in, and they're coming up to you, all right, geezer, how you doing? Yeah, all right, and calling all these names, and I'm thinking, hold on here, mate, you're trying to impress me with the right attitude to play in this side. You're no bigger than anybody else. You know what I mean? There's millions of kids like you that want to play this level. So why all of a sudden you think you're the big one out the whole lot? So I just found that was getting frustrating regarding that side, and it's just too many egos, too many players think they're better than what they are, and it became difficult. When I went to Eastbourne Borough, first of all, when I was a coach there, you had some like quite big players. I mean, Ashley Barnes was on loan there.
Really?
Lowell Taylor was on loan there. So you had some big names there, and you had to get that respect like from the start. And I remember when I was first there, the first training session I was there, and I'd done the first little session, and everybody was taking the piss a little bit and like messing about. And I went, right, okay, if you want to be like that, we'll do something else. And I've run them right into the ground. I mean, honestly, that was nearly sick and all the rest of it. And I said to him, look, if you want to take the piss out of me again, we'll be doing this again. Do you know what I mean? So either listen to what I've got to say, or I'll run you into the ground again. Do you know what I mean? And that was like after that.
Sometimes you got to do that, though, don't you?
Exactly.
You've got to get them on side. So obviously, Ashley Barnes, you've looked at the stories of like, Jamie Vardy, his progression was like, obviously insane. Were there any players that have gone on to become pro that you've met throughout your career?
Yeah, I mean, when I was at Worthing, we had a lot of really, really decent side. A low budget, really low budget. I mean, we done pretty well. We got into the playoffs, which was quite a big thing on a low budget that year. But I went around and sort of had a look at a few players, and there was this lad that was playing for Brighton University called Ben Williamson. I don't know. He went on to play for Port Vale, and he's
he's a decent career.
Yeah, he's finishing off his career at Bromley, I think. So so he's done really well. And when you see these players, you just know they're gonna make it. They're gonna do. They seem to float. I know it sounds weird, but the youngsters that are coming through, it seems to be effortless.
Do you have any like? Obviously, you would have been in a lot of changing rooms. Do you have any like mad stories that have like happened in the changing room? I know off the top of the gnome, like that. That's a bit crazy.
Yeah, just like how bad can we go with this?
How bad you want?
Really? Yeah. I mean, we used to like have a bit of a competition. They used to go out like the night before. They used to have a competition, see if anybody could bring like a pair of knickers back from the night before from the birds. And so some of them used to come back and they used to show like some of the stuff you see in it. You don't want to know. Do you know what I mean? But that was
it's changing room culture though back in the day, wasn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, there's some of the rot stuff that used to happen. I mean, we used to. All kinds of stuff, nail people's bags down to the floor, and you know what I mean. They're just little things, and you never want to go into a shower like on your own. Else, as soon as you start washing your hair, everybody tips all the shampoo over your head.
The cold water. Oh man,
that's it. Yeah, and they keep putting the shampoo in. You
like,
wash them like for like an hour, and it's like shampoo's going in your eyes.
Do you remember what was the kids' shampoo? The L'Oreal. If that got in your eye, it was a wrap.
Oh. Yeah,
it was a wrap. Okay, what about biggest win and biggest loss?
Or what, playing
or coaching, and how is it to? How do you, how say you lose on a 7-8-0? What do you say?
Or
winning,
or fondest memory and roughest take.
I think one of the ones that always sticks into my head is when I was playing for Eastbourne Borough, and we was doing really well in the FA Cup, and there was a third qualifying round of the FA Cup. We was playing against Havant and Waterlooville.
Oh, nice!
They played against Liverpool.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, we got drawn away to them, and I always remember it was like we were 2-1 down, and I scored a header from a corner, literally with about 5 minutes to go to make it 2-2 to bring the replay back to Eastbourne Borough. And I always remember that game and that goal. It's just, when something just sticks into your head to get them back. And we've gone back to our ground, and like a massive crowd there, and we actually beat them. We beat
really? So we went to the fourth round?
Yeah, we went to the fourth round. We had, unfortunately, lost 1-0 to Whiteleaf in the fourth round qualifier, which was a bit of a gutter. But I always remember that run and that goal. That was like,
those FA Cup runs for like non-league clubs.
Takes ages to get to.
But they're so important because it's a lot of money.
The gate you can generate is huge.
But it's prize money as well.
Yeah, definitely.
The prize money for those clubs in non-league, that's why, so we'll go to your worstest memory as well. Yeah. But that's why the FA Cup, I hate when people say, "Oh, it's lost its touch," and stuff like that. It hasn't.
No.
Yeah. The FA Cup is so important to English football. What was, do you think, the lowest point or the worst defeat you've had in your football career, coaching career?
It's like I'm gonna get absolutely slaughtered for this, but I've got to say, because it is a bit of a laugh. But that was when I said about when I was coaching Eastbourne Borough when we was in the Conference Prem, and we went away to Wrexham. So away to Wrexham, massive game,
Trundle?
massive game with the club and all that. And there's I think there's about 5,000-6,000 people there. So
big game.
Done the warm up, big game. Done the warm up. I will be slaughtered by the ex-managers. But before the game, we done the warm up. Went back in the change room, and the managers went out and they went, right, so I'm gonna leave it with you. Get the players going and all the rest of it. And I started pissing about and ended up doing the worm in the middle of the changing room. We were about 10 minutes before kick-off and all that, and all the players going, yeah, come on.
I mean, you're getting them pumped up.
Yeah. Then we got stuff 5-0.
Oh, shit. If you had won
I was like, oh, shit.
But in hindsight, it was a bad thing to do. But if you'd have won 6-0,
it would have been genius.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I thought at the time, look, this, I mean, they were big players and they've been there, done it, sort of thing. But sometimes you want to try to calm people's nerves down. And I thought, let's try to calm things down. Let's
do the worm.
Go and relax, have a bit of a laugh, do a dance, do the worm, have a bit of a laugh, and that before we went out, and it backfired on me, to be honest. But there you go.